Let's continue to build our base around this concept on trig functions. Definitely, as we do more and more questions, you find it easy. So we are looking at DBE November 2015, grade 11, paper 2, question 6, and we will look at 6.1 at the moment. So here is the graph which we are given 6.1, which is represented by f of x, which is tan bx, and it has been drawn in the domain of negative 90 to 135 degrees inclusive for the values of x. Alright, and then the first question we are being asked to determine the value of b. Now, if we look at the position of that b, we can see that it relates to the period. So coming to the graph, let's check the period of f of x. We can see that the period is taking 90 degrees to repeat itself. You can count from here to here, or you can count from here to here. You can see that it's taking 90 degrees. That means the period of f of x is, so we are saying 6.1.1 period of f of x is equal to 90 degrees. So initially the graph of y is equal to tan x. This one has a period of 180 degrees. So we are saying, what is it that has been done to this to get 90? You can see that this has been divided by 2, meaning to say, therefore, b is equal to 2. So we divide the 180 by 2 to get 90 degrees. Alright, 6.1.2, determine the values of x in the interval 0 degrees to 135 degrees, just from 0 degrees to 135 degrees, for which f of x is less or equal to -1. Now, we are saying we need to draw the line y is equal to -1 to provide the boundary line whereby f of x will be greater than -1 and where f of x is less than -1. So I will use a blue line to indicate or to show the line y is equal to -1, or f of x is equal to -1. So this is our line. Now, this line is showing us part of f of x that is above, that is greater than -1, and part of the graph that is less than -1. So we have been also told to use this interval from 0 degrees to 135 degrees. So checking on this interval, the part of the graph that falls below is this. So this is the part that we need to describe in terms of x. We can see that the values of x to get this part, they are starting from just after 45 degrees, because here is an asymptote, until we get to this point, which is 45 plus 22,5, that is 67,5. So the solution to this question, it's x will be strictly greater than 45 degrees because it is an asymptote, but less or equal to 67.5 degrees. All right, then the last question on 6.1. The graph H is defined by tan B into x plus 55 degrees. Write down the equation of the asymptotes of H in the interval -90 to 135 degrees. Now, if we are looking at h of x, what has been done to f of x is to shift the graph 55 degrees to the left. So it means as we shift the graph to the left, even the asymptotes are also shifted to the left. So it means this asymptote, which is at 135 degrees, will be shifted 55 degrees. So we are simply subtracting 55 degrees from 135. So we are saying the new asymptote, remember these are vertical lines, is x is equal to, in terms of equations, is equal to 135 minus 55 degrees, which will give us 80 degrees. And this asymptote, which is at 45 degrees, that will be x is equal to 45 degrees minus 55, which will give us -10 degrees. And then this one, if we subtract 55, it will give us -100, which is out of the interval. So we will not bother about this one. So the answers to the 6.1.3 is x is equal to 80 degrees and x is equal to -10 degrees. All right, that's the end of 6.1. We will shortly look at 6.2.